What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another video. Today we are going to kick off episode 1 of The Grid. Alright guys, welcome back for another video. Today we're going to talk about episode 1 of The Grid. So let's talk about first, what the hell is a grid? What are you talking about? All right, so first off, I have 4 DTOF cabinets in my collection room, which I've turned into a theater / collection room, and I will do a full unveil soon, but I still got some lighting stuff I'm working on. So I've got some other pieces coming inbound too, so that'd be kind of fun. So I've got 4 DTOFs. I have on that grid, which is those 4 DTOFs are my grid, I have poses. And each month, or maybe as I ever get the whim to do it, maybe more often, we'll see, at least once a month, we're gonna repose all of the figures in that cabinet. So that's the plan. So what I've done is I've gotten 16 shelves of displays for you, and we're gonna cover how I did it, you know, kind of what it looks like, how I did it, and kind of the poses in there. So let me warn you, I have museum style poses and I have some pretty ridiculous dynamic poses in there for you guys. So if you're in the I'm afraid and I don't want to damage my suits and I like museum poses, I have some of those for you. I've got Marvel, I've got DC, I've got Star Wars, I've got Alita Battle Angel. I'm not even sure what category she falls into, but Alita Battle Angel is in the display. And I've got some fun ones and I've got some serious ones, and I've got a little mix. So hopefully you guys will get some inspiration, and this will help you out in your own display, whether or not you have 1 figure or 100. I hope this is able to help you out. So shout out to Adam Pagels, #1 6 scale poser on Reddit, for some inspiration on using acrylic rods. I talked about him in the video as well. But shout out to him for coming up with the technique of how to actually make some of this stuff happen. And I took some of his techniques and I just kind of put my own spin on it. And hopefully you guys will like what we were able to come up with. The Spider-Man poses, I'm actually quite proud of. So if you want to see this video, you want to see more episodes of this, I need to know from you by hitting the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below with your favorite pose that we're about to kick this off. So let's go. All right, guys, so the first episode of The Grid is going to kick off with a little mix of Marvel, DC, a little comic-based stuff, and Star Wars, obviously. And I got a mix of stuff. I thought about doing a whole theme of these things, but then I was like, you know what? I just want to pose some crap up here, and let's just make it work. So this is The Grid, guys. These are 4 DTOFs. I have removed the doors because, honestly, they were kind of a pain in the butt with glares and whatnot, and I just wanted them gone. So this is what the DTOFs look like with no doors and the Luke lights, which I made a video on not too long ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each one of these poses and just talk about them, inspiration, talk about how I pulled it off, and maybe give you guys some tips and tricks on how to make it happen. And we'll kind of go from there. So if you want to see more of these, I need to see that like button. I need to see you guys in the comment section. And let me know your favorite pose when we get down to the end. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go like left to right on the top tiers, and we just kind of just work our way down. Kind of like the old Super Mario Donkey Kong. Like you work your way down. So this is what we're going to do. Or was it up? I forget. It's been a while. Anyways, let's go ahead. We're going to start with a ridiculous pose right here with the Scarlet Spider. So I have a lot of spider people in this section, okay? We've got a lot of spider people. We're going to kind of have some fun. One of the reasons I love Spider-Man figures is because you can do ridiculous stuff just like this. So I have the Scarlet Spider. He's up here hanging out. He's got a donut in this hand right here, and he's got these feet and one hand up there on that display or on the ceiling, and he looks, if you're looking at the room, this is what he looks like. He looks just like that, and you might be wondering how the heck did he pull that off? Well, let me go ahead, and I thought about doing a whole video tutorial on this, and I probably still will to give you guys some tips and tricks, but for those watching this particular video, this will be pretty simple for you. So what we've done is I've gotten some acrylic rods, and I have different sizes and lengths. I got some acrylic rods from Amazon. They're super easy. You can get them on eBay, whatever. They're not anything super special, honestly. And then this idea, shout out to Adam Pagels for absolutely nailing this tutorial on Reddit. So definitely give credit where credit's due because he's the one that came up with this. I just decided to use it with his permission, and we're going to talk about it. So Adam Pagels, rock and roll, brother. All right, so here we go. So I've got zip ties. You can see right there. Zip ties in the acrylic rod. So the way this works is you put the zip tie around the rod and the base, and then you literally slide that pole up and twist it, and the tension from the zip ties is what keeps it levitated. So this particular pose, I've got two, because I couldn't make it happen with one. Maybe in the future I might. So I've got one under his left shoulder right here, and I've got one on the small of his back. You can see the second one right under there. And that's what we've got going on right there. So we have this effect of him literally climbing the ceiling. And I think that's pretty cool. I think that's super cool. And I just think it looks awesome. And I had to have the donut in there for good measure, because Scarlet Spider, it has some of the best accessories in all of the Spider-Man 6-scale world. So let's talk about the next one, which is going to be our Antiox suit Spider-Man. And I wanted to kick this one up a little bit and use the dynamic base that it comes with, the diorama base, in a manner that I don't think anybody's thought of. So I wanted to stick it on the ceiling as if Doc Ock is coming after our Antiox Spidey, and he's getting away. So all I've done, this is really high-tech, guys. I've got double-sided 3M tape holding that base up there, and that's pretty much, that's it. So there you go. Use the diorama bases in different fun ways, and that's how I made that one happen. This guy right here, I have him kind of falling away from the tentacles, and he is again balancing his left arm is balancing on one of those acrylic rods right there. So if you were to look at it this way, you would not see it. So I think that looks pretty cool. So you guys let me know your thoughts on these things. Have you ever seen anybody do this? Because I haven't. And I think this diorama base is awesome. So that is pose number 2 in the grid. Pose number 3 in the grid is going to be Iron Spider, PS4 Iron Spider, in a classic comic cover-esque pose for the Iron Spider from the PS4. And this one, he is, it's again, very simple. You have to get the articulation right. So you need a little bit of torso twist in there. If you look at the Iron Spider, one of the variant covers, you'll see this pose on it. And you can't pull off exactly. He's certainly not supported by those legs. And there's only so much twist you can get out of this suit. But I think I pulled it off pretty good. So there's some torso twist going on there. His right arm's coming down above that knee. Left arm's resting on that one. And he is supported. All right, so I do have the legs. All the legs are touching. But he is literally supported by another acrylic rod. Okay, right there. So I think that looks pretty stinking cool, honestly. So what do you guys think? Because I think that's, for 3 Spider-Man figures, that's pretty cool. And I wanted to put those on top shelf. So I did break out the Spider Monkey, or the Night Monkey, the Night Monkey. And this one's a little bit more simple. I do have some more simple museum-esque poses in this video for you guys. So if you're not ready to go into this mode, or this mode, you're not ready to go there yet. You're ready to do something like this. I literally went out around our pond. I grabbed the rock. I put the Night Monkey on there, and just a simple pose. Now, one thing to note on this one, sometimes you get these ankles that are, if you extend them far, you get a little bit of gappage. That might bother some people. Doesn't really bother me all that much. But I do have a good torso twist going on there. That right arm is way back there, and he is looking down, this web shooting hand. All right, his head is literally tilted towards that, and that legs are extended to the front. So there you go. That's pretty cool. Very simple pose. So let's move on to the next one. All right, so moving on to the next row, guys, we got the homemade spider suit. This is the one from Far From Home, and it's got the drone, and I do have an extra drone that came with the upgraded suit. I think that's where that came from. Anyway, it came with, I don't know, I can't remember where that extra drone came from. It came with something. And this right here is one of my favorites in the whole display. That is freaking awesome. The Spider people, honestly, are just my favorites. But this right here is just all kinds of awesome. So here he is. Here's our homemade suit. He is literally resting on the drone. I've got another drone back there on an acrylic rod with some blue tack. Literally how that's sitting on there. So blue tack. This pose, I got to be honest with you, balanced on this acrylic rods, you know, it takes some time, and it very well may fall down at some point if the room is shaking like crazy, or you know, if I was opening these doors, it would fall over. It was just kind of a nightmare. So one of the another reasons I took the door off. This is a super cool pose. So we've got him literally articulated as much as he can for the homemade suit, which you can do this on. He is rested on this left knee, right knee is up. And the back foot is not even on it. You can see right there, it's not even on it. And then he's supported by this fist, okay? So the way I did this is I have the acrylic rods again. All right, one there, I got one there. And the way they are supported, see if I can get underneath, is just like that. So I've got some blue tack because they were slipping a little bit. So blue tack on the rod and underneath the drone so they won't slide. And balancing those two is a chore. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and warn you, it is not the easiest thing to do. But if you're up to the task, it can be done, and it does look flipping amazing, I think. So I think, if you guys let me in the comment section, I'm thinking about buying that drone accessory pack and adding a whole bunch more drones in here. It's not terribly expensive, and this setup right here, I think would benefit from quite a few more drones. So you guys let me know in the comment section down below what you think about that. But there is homemade suit. There's a drone there. And there we go. So moving on to the next one is our advanced suit Spidey. Again, this one's actually a little bit more simple, but it's fun nevertheless. So I did take some of these guys, seeing how they're magnetic, and I stuck those on the actual DTOF. I don't know why. I just thought they'd be fun there. So this guy's hanging off. I do have, and he is supported by another acrylic rod in the back because, and I'll show you this, the way he's connected up here. So I have the hand, see if I can zoom in a little bit here. That hand is the hand for the webs. So that's the hand that has a hole in it that the webs go in. I took a piece of fishing line and I tied it through that loop on, and he's literally, fishing line's going right there. So he's actually tied, physically tied to the DTOF wall, okay? So I did that, I've got him extended out really far. And then I've got this leg. He's actually, if you can see this going front and the back, he's actually leaning back a pretty good bit. But if all you do is you tie that off, then what he wants to do is fall that way. He wants to fall towards the back of the cabinet. So I have this other rod, and all that's doing is that's keeping him pushed this way instead of falling backwards. So, but I think it looks pretty good. So dynamic pose. The poses are going to get easier. I promise you, they're going to get easier. I got some simpler ones. I do have our Red Hood, or Arkham Knight Red Hood figure here. I do dig this figure. It is very cool. And I like this one. This is a super simple one. It's not super crazy. We've got double wielding. We've got a right elbow bend there. We got this one pretty straight. He is looking down that barrel. Okay, and he is literally just stepping on an extra 6-scale figure military guy that I had laying around. That's it. But it doesn't have to be super crazy. That's a museum-esque pose, I guess, if you will. And it's not super dynamic, and it won't be very difficult for you to pull off. So if you didn't have a extra military body like this, you might get a rock. Just go in your yard, get a tree stump, not a tree stump, a limb or stick or something like that. You might be able to pull it off with that. And it would look just as good, I think. So this is one that is super simple. This is our Nightmare Batman with the new custom jacket that I just got. The other jacket I had was, you know, it wasn't completely destroyed, but it was not the best. That needed replacement, as you guys saw maybe on the unboxing video. But here is our Nightmare Batman. We've got the new version coming out in a year and a half or so. Go ahead and pick up a jacket. Go ahead and pick one up now so you don't have to worry about it. So this is just a simple walking pose. Because the jacket's wired, you can get it flared out a little bit. And there's that pose. That one is super simple, nothing crazy. It actually comes with this scarf too. So that little neck piece right there comes with the jacket as well. It did take me a good while to get it, but I think it looks pretty good. Moving on to the next one, I've got Ant-Man and the Wasp, and you gotta, you know, if you got figures, you should have some fun with them. They don't all have to be fighting. Sometimes they're dancing. And I thought this would be a fun little use of the Paul Rudd sculpt. As everybody knows, it's everybody's favorite right there. And then he's all happy because he is dancing with the Wasp. And if you go down here, so there are no acrylic rods or display stands that used with this. It is literally balanced by the figures themselves. So we've got Ant-Man, we've got Wasp. His knee is bent right there. That leg's extended. That arm's lifted out. And this arm right here, if I can go around this way, is bent right there. And she is leaning on it. And they're literally balancing each other. So that's how that one's worked out. So I hope you guys like that because I thought it was a lot of fun and a pretty cool pose in my opinion. All right, moving on. Alita Battle Angel. This is one I haven't actually posed it. I literally just posed it for this video because I had her in another spot and I moved her and I wanted to put her in display. So here we are, guys. I do have the Mark 43 Iron Man base. But again, you may have a rock or a couple different rocks or display bases or whatever. I've got the back knee up and up on a rock. Right knee's up front, straight. And I want to have it to where this front arm was pretty straight. The reverse blade, and then the back of the back, she's got her heart right there. So, and I love this figure because the eyes are posable. So if you're looking at it like from above, like it looks pretty freaking cool. So that was super pose, super easy, not a difficult one at all. Next up, again, a duo, actually a trio. We've got our Infinity War Star-Lord, our Galaxy Volume 2 Gamora. Pretty sure that's what the film this one came from. Gamora. And we got a little baby Groot down there. So this one actually was more difficult than you'd think because Star-Lord has those crazy ankle extenders, which kind of suck. Not a big fan of those for posing purposes, but they are what they are. And then balancing them two together was a little bit difficult. So I've got her, this is the key to this thing. Her hip, all right, is kicked out that way to the sword side. So there, and then I've got a bend in the knee there. You want to give her some shape, and then you want her kind of looking forward. I wish she had a little different expression for this pose, but I guess it works. And then she's got the sword going out that way. This arm's wrapped around. And one thing you want to note on the hand, you want the hand kind of like that. If you were to take this hand and move it flat, it would look weird. So you don't want that. So you want it kind of somewhere in that ballpark, okay? So there they are, and then we got little baby Groot chilling out down there, watching everything go down. So next up, a museum pose for your Captain America. All right, so this one's super simple, not difficult at all, and you could do this with literally no stress on the suit whatsoever. So that back right leg is going to be, that's where all the weight is on that back leg. Left leg's kicked out a little bit. He's got Mjolnir in that hand. He's got a broken shield in this hand, and there's our face sculpt. This one could not be any more simple, and it looks amazing, I think. So you guys can let me know. So far, do you have a favorite? We've still got 4 more to go. But Cap. For those who don't have her, you're still waiting on Cap, I'm so sorry. This figure is amazing. I freaking love it. All right, guys, last up, this bottom row. All right, the bottom row is going to be, it's going to be fun. We've got some, you see some fun over there? We're going to have some fun. All right, so I've got the 3-0 newly released Snake Eyes figure with the sideshow environment. It comes with the whole environment, and it actually comes with timber, which looks amazing, and it comes with that little Cobra briefcase. But here we go. I actually have this pose in my Snake Eyes review video, and I like this so much I wanted to keep it. So here it goes. You can use this for like a Deadpool. It would look great for, obviously, because Deadpool's created by the same creator. But you definitely could do a Deadpool pose just like this. He looks awesome. So he's got one pistol there. He's got one katana back there. And looks pretty awesome in the Dio, I think. And then the next one, I wanted to have some fun. Because, you know, I can. So I figured a Shoretrooper should be on the beach. So I was at Hobby Lobby. I found this Adirondack chair for like $3 or $4 or something like that. And I was like, hell yeah, I got to have that. So I bought the Adirondack chair at Hobby Lobby. I figured I'd throw the Shoretrooper on there. We do have a baby Grogu going on here playing in the sand. This is kinetic sand that I got from Walmart. Got a box of it for like, I don't know, $15, $10, something like that. Kinetic sand bonds to itself, and you don't have to worry about it like going everywhere, getting stuck in figures. So it's a good choice if you want to do this. And then I've got a Power of the Force pit droid serving up some pizza that came with the Scarlet Spider, and then a coffee mug that also came with the Scarlet Spider. And I think this is just a lot of fun. This is something that, you know, you can have some fun with your displays. Doesn't cost a whole lot. Again, the chair was like $3 or $4. The sand was 10 or 15 bucks. And I think they look pretty freaking cute. All right, next up. It's going to be a long video, guys. Hope you guys are okay with it. We've got our heavy Mando. Again, I wanted to throw in some museum-esque style poses for you guys that are not as ambitious as maybe the beginning of the video. And so you can have some fun with it. But here is our heavy Mando with his rotary cannon, blaster rifle on his shoulder. There's how I've got the hand positioned on this one. He's got a pretty good bend in the elbow, so no issues with that. And then he is, again, most of that weight's on that back leg. The front leg's just there for support. And you need a slight bend in that elbow otherwise it looks a little strange. But yeah, nice job. And then last but not least, we've got our newly released 332nd clone battling a battle droid. If you didn't catch the unboxing review of this video, you should definitely, this figure, you should go check that out because there's a crazy posing session in that video that I had a lot of fun with. So this Sideshow battle droid is from Geonosis. I've got his hand wrapped around his neck right there, and they're literally balanced by each other. This guy's barely got any feet on the ground, but I think that looks pretty stinking cool. All right, guys, so we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed all those poses. Please let me know in the comment section down below which pose was your favorite, maybe which character was your favorite. Did you just like them all? Did you hate all? Did you not like any of them? I can handle it. It's all good. I can handle it. The Spider-Man poses, I'm particularly proud of the Spider-Man ones. I think those are a lot of fun, and that's why I love Spider-Man figures. I have so much fun with them, and maybe you were able to get some inspiration and some love for some Spider-Man figures as well. And guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Check out Patreon down below. Check out the Facebook group as well, Jedha Patrol down below, and Instagram. We'll throw some photos up on Instagram. If I can help you with any poses, I'm here, happy to help. The Facebook group, you can post some poses in there. We'll help you out with those there. But if you want to see more of these, I need to know. Hit the thumbs up button. Let's see how many times we can smash that like button. Let me know down below. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, click what you like. See you next time.